Hello, it's Andy here, and I was speaking to someone. I had this conversation with a few people already, and it's just a little bit annoying. It's when people say that they eat animals in moderation, eat animal-based foods in moderation. Have you guys ever heard that one before? I don't know if you did, but I have. And I just want to elaborate really quick. First of all, I'm in New Jersey right now. I don't live in New Jersey originally. But you know that photo that comes up on my intros? Yeah, that picture was taken in New Jersey. I don't live in New Jersey. I'm just visiting the area. But that's besides the point. But have you guys ever heard the moderation excuse? I know you're not used to me wearing glasses. But some people say, some people say, oh no, it's okay. I eat the standard American diet, aka the SAD diet. I mean, it is what it is, right? If you take each initial from standard American diet, you get SAD, which equals SAD. And it is a sad diet. I mean, it's a sad diet. Let's just be realistic. Getting back to my point that I still haven't even made about moderation. Okay, so some people, they say, oh no, I eat in moderation. And to me, that sounds like deprivation. Because I don't know if any high-carb vegans, and when I say carb, I mean carbohydrate. I don't know any high-carbohydrate vegans that calorie restrict or who have to eat in moderation. My whole thing is, if the diet is right, if you feel like what you're eating is right and what you're putting into your body is right, whether that be animals or plants, if you feel like the diet is right, then why do you have to eat in moderation? To me, eating in moderation is the complete opposite of satisfaction. When I eat, first of all, I eat until I'm full. Any smart person would eat until they're full, until they're satisfied. And if you can eat until you're satisfied and still look good and still keep the weight off, then obviously you're doing something good. But, I mean, this is the thing I love about vegans. You have to, and I like to apply this to me, I like to lead by example. So I like to keep my health in a really good place. I mean, not to be perfect. There's a difference between being perfect and being conscious about your own health. When it comes to not eating animals, obviously I have to get that right because, I mean, there are certain rules when it comes to veganism. You cannot eat the products of animals. You cannot eat products of exploitation. But my whole thing is, I don't eat any animal products. Neither do I eat in moderation. Have you heard this word, moderation? I don't eat in moderation. I eat in satisfaction. I eat until I'm satisfied. So people who say that, oh, it's okay, I eat in moderation, you're not satisfied, because if you have to eat in moderation, it sounds like, I mean, think about it. The word moderation, you're moderating what you're eating. To me, it sounds like small portions, or like, it just sounds like nitpicking, like you're picking at certain foods here and there and just eating a little bit. It kind of sounds like that could be like a potential eating disorder. So, and that's no shade to the people who actually are going through eating disorders. If you are going through an eating disorder, I would recommend a plant-based diet. Follow my videos, and if you don't care to listen to what I have to say, of course, I never leave you guys hanging. I mean, there's like so many great doctors out there that's promoting a plant-based diet. There's Dr. Colleen Campbell, Dr. Neal Barnard, Dr. Esselstyn, Dr. Dean Ornish, Dr. Joe Furman, and Dr. John Mcdougall. I mean, just amazing medical doctors who've been working in the field forever, who didn't really necessarily start off vegan doctors or plant-based doctors. But this is something that they learned and developed through time, working with patients and doing the peer-reviewed studies. So I would definitely recommend that you get into one of them. My favorite doctors have to be, I would have to say, Neal Barnard, John Mcdougall, or Joe Furman, because those three really, I don't know, they kind of make it fun for the new generation. So they keep me listening, and it's really easy to adapt to what they're saying. So I would choose out of those three, like, just cool doctors, like the doctors you would expect to come to when you have a problem. There's a lot of sources. I always leave links in my description, and I'm always going to stress that because, again, who am I? I don't have a degree in nutrition. However, I don't feel like you have to have a degree in nutrition in order to know something about nutrition, because sometimes some things are just obvious. I mean, the earth literally drops down food and pushes up food. So to actually go through an animal to get the nutrients when the animals are eating the plants, it's just weird. So eating in moderation, yeah, it kind of sounds like restriction more than moderation. It's actually the opposite of satisfaction, and that's my opinion on it. Eating in moderation, it just sounds stupid. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to go and have myself a pomegranate, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. Think I can do it? Well, I can, but I'm not going to do it on camera.
Typically become just money-making machines. The public. Is the public aware of what's happening? Is the public intensely concerned about climate change and resource scarcity and the coming wars and the coming conflicts? No, the public is apathetic. The public is asleep, narcotized by mass media and by disinformation. Half the people in the United States don't even believe in climate change still. So we need a lot of change in this world. We need radical change. Reform won't cut it. Moderation won't cut it. It's an extreme situation. We need extreme change and extreme response. We certainly need a new technological paradigm. We need to move beyond the fossil fuel paradigm. And we think that it's always going to be there, or we can't make the change away from this paradigm that is destroying the planet as we know it. How insane is that? How primitive, if you will, is that? And what about our movements? What about the vegan and animal rights movements? Well, we know that the vegan and animal rights movement have a profound role in changing situations on this planet today. That veganism is very important for environment and the conservation of resources that are left. That veganism is very important in animal rights for the new ethic, the new worldview, the new mentality, the new spirit, if you will, of aligning ourselves on this planet away from the dominator paradigm that has prevailed for the last 10,000 years. Hell yes, veganism and animal rights are very important for economic change, for technological change, for environmental change, for moral, spiritual change. Hell yes.